I'm making pelmeni. This is a Russian dumpling and recipes since my childhood, and my kids love it. So I need the flour, eggs, one large onion, a little bit salt, butter. I have organic ground beef and organic ground pork. Here I have 3 cups of flour. I have 1 spoon of the butter. I try to melt it, but not too much. I'm gonna add 2 eggs. And salt. And mix a little bit. And here I have 3 cups of water, so I'm gonna do it little by little just to see how much do I need. Add more. It's better to add little by little than just all 3 cups. I just want to know if I need 2 cups maybe. I think it was 1.5 cup of the water. And now I'm gonna knead all of that dough. It has to be smooth, but it cannot glue to my fingers. And if I need a little bit more flour, I will add it, but we'll see. And I'm gonna add a little bit more flour and knead. So dough, it's like this. It's soft, but it doesn't stay on my fingers. And I'm gonna cover it with a plastic wrap and let it rest for 30 minutes. And here I put half of the big onion and half of the 1 shallot. I decided to use shallot too. And I'm gonna grind it first. And now I'm gonna add half of the ground beef. The reason why I'm doing half, because that dish is small for the whole thing. And half of the pork. And I'm gonna put black pepper. It's for the taste. That. And I'm gonna put European spice a little bit. You can do it only with the salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add touch of water. So it'll be easier to mix. And I'm putting more black pepper. Every time you mix it, you try just to see if it's salty enough and if they need anything else. And mix again. And it should look like this. And I'm putting a different dish because I'm gonna grind another half of the meat and onion. And in the same dish, we're gonna do it again. Half of the onion and 1 shallot. And just repeat what we did the first time. Same thing. And this is how the meat look. We're gonna wait for our dough to be done, and we're gonna fill the dough with the meat. And this is after 20 minutes. I'm putting dough on this board with the flour. And I think I'm gonna cut it on half. That's what I'm gonna do. And keep this half that I'm not using at this moment back with the plastic. And here I have to roll my dough. And the dough cannot be too thick. It's like this. And now we're gonna have this type of shape. Just make circles in the dough, because that will be the shape for our dumplings. So this is what we have, and I'm using a little spoon and just a little bit that meat that we just did. And we're gonna do it just like that. And this is the shape. And we're gonna repeat it. I couldn't do it with the gloves, so again, just a little bit meat, not too much, because they're pretty small dumplings. And then again like that, and this is the shape. And keep doing it until we don't finish all of that. My grandmother usually will make 1,000 of them and freeze them, which I'm gonna freeze it too, because you cannot use all of them. And they're really good when you freeze them. They're fine. This takes a long time, so if you want to do it, you have to have lots of patience. And I'm sure some of my friends will ask, where did they have a freezer? And at that time, when my grandmother was alive. And we live in close to Ural Mountain, and the climate was very, like, it was cold most of the time. And my grandmother had a basement, and it was like a freezer there. So she will put all of these things in the freezer and keep them for months if she needed. And it will be like freezer, exactly. So this is the first batch. I put plastic on the plate. I have 25 here. I'm gonna put them in freezer, and I'm gonna make the rest. And once when they all get a little bit frozen, I'm gonna put them in the bags. And this is the second batch, again 25. I'm gonna put in freezer and continue to make pelmeni. So I'm boiling water with a little bit pepper and European spice, and I'm gonna put my dumplings to cook. And they'll be done when they all start floating. Depends how big they are. And pelmeni are done. They're floating, that's when they're done. And we can serve a couple different ways. Either with this, and it's like almost like a soup, or we could take them out from the soup and make them with the sour cream, or put in another dish with the butter and kind of fry them a little bit with the butter, and it's gonna be it's wonderful taste. I know it takes a long time to make, but I do make that every month and a half. My family, my kids loves it. And this is the way how I store them. I put them in little plastic bags, and when I need them, I just cook them, and they could stay in the freezer for months.